Good morning. Welcome to the show, everyone. I am Sri Lankan Sammi, retired with mom and dad. I hope everyone's doing well today and happy and safe. Welcome to Sri Lanka, and cloudy and rainy. Wow, what a crazy day. Take a look at this weather. Let me show you here. Look at this, why don't you? Since yesterday, this is from this morning, you can see these red dots here are the rain, and this rain is coming in a circle. This is actually circling around. So this rain here up north is going to come down and through the blue dot, which is where I live. So this is happening right now. This red dot has come over and is now raining here, and this will be coming this afternoon, and then this all in the evening and tomorrow. So it's coming in this direction from north, and then it's coming across through and then back up like that in a circle. It's in a U shape like this, which is crazy weather. It's been raining nonstop since yesterday, and it's gotten cold. It is cold. It is right now in my room. It's about 28. Outside, it's 24, 26. Let's see, what is the actual temperature? 25. 25 degrees outside, which is a little chilly for me, but we have started the monsoon season. It has started today. Yeah, it has started as a couple of days ago. Yesterday was sunny, but day before was a little cool and cloudy, but now it's gotten into the chilly season. I have to turn off the fans, put a sheet to sleep with, because it gets cold at night. For me, I don't like it when it gets below 26. But the one good thing is that the humidity level has come down. I do want to say a very big shout out to everyone who is watching, liking, sharing, and commenting. Please comment and let me know where you are calling from, and join us today, why don't you? We're going to be chatting just about life, slow living, relaxing, living life in Sri Lanka. I want to do a little bit of housekeeping. First, I want to say thank you to Lady B from Toronto for joining us every week. Thank you so much. Lots of love to you. And Mama Helen, saying hello to Mama Helen. Hope you're doing well. Miss you guys so much. I hope you're well. Those of you who don't know, Lady B is my longest friend that I still talk to. 35 years. I met her when I was 21. We dated for about a year or two, I'm going to say. I can't really remember. It was a long time ago. I was 21-ish, so that was probably 34 years ago that we met. And we have been friends ever since. So glad to have her on, and hope you guys are enjoying the show today. Let's jump right in. I wanted to talk about what I have coming up. You guys really need to log in and subscribe and check out the videos that are coming up this week, or like the week coming up in the next day or next day. Thank you to everyone who is liking and subscribing. Mom and Dad really appreciate it. If you'd like to support the channel, click the link in the main channel and buy me a coconut. We'll go out and we will buy food from local vendors and support the local economy. This week I've got on Monday cost of living. What is the cost of living in 2024, May of 2024? What has been happening in the economy? I'll give you a sneak peek. Things are going well. They're not great, but they're going in the right direction. They're going in the right direction. Inflation is down to 1.5%. I mean, it's down, okay, from 70% 2 years ago. 40% a year ago, 20% just 6 months ago. So it's down. Fuel costs are down. Cooking gas prices are down. Food packets, the ready-made food lunches that people buy, are down. Vegetables and stuff are still expensive because of this is the last year's season, so the cost of fertilizer and everything was very expensive. So those prices are reflective of now. It's going to take a year for those prices to come down, or a planting season. Interest rates are down. I'm currently looking at 8.5% for a 1 year fixed term. And that is down from 9.9, which was just last month. So I'm losing money here every time. Every month I'm losing money. Opportunity to make more money off of my savings accounts. But still, things are not perfect. A lot of real estate is depressed. The only light is the tourist economy, which is bringing in a lot of money. A lot of money is coming into the country from expats or people who are working outside the country, returning money to Sri Lanka. There's a lot of it. I'm one of them. So things are going well. So Monday I'm going to have a cost of living episode. Wednesday I'm going to take you on a tour of 3 properties in 3 short-term rental properties in Negumbo. A cheap place, a mid-range place, and an expensive place. Guys, the video you guys were watching on Friday on one of my subscribers' video, Darren and Janet from Australia, one of my subscribers, one of my VIP subscribers, his condo, which is just 10 minutes from my house. This place, you guys, it's incredible. He's got 2 in the same building. And the building next door, which they built before COVID, on the heels of his building, which was like sold out immediately before it was even built. So the builder decided, let's build a bigger place just down the road, and they built a double-sized place. They've only sold 4 units or 5 units in the whole building of hundreds of units. So they're looking at, you buy multiple units, you're getting a deal. And it's been there for 2 years. It's finished. It's running. And I had a comment from another subscriber asking me, aren't you concerned with things failing? And yes, there's a risk with the government collapsing, with the banks collapsing, with the real estate market collapsing. But there's a risk of that in almost any place. You cannot be 100% guaranteed. You can just mitigate that risk by diversifying, number one, and number two, by making calculated risks. Money is a gamble. Even money in your pocket loses value every day through inflation and through foreign exchange. So, $1 yesterday is not the same as $1 today. So, it's a risk, but I have made a calculated gamble on how it is that I'm going to invest my money. And there is some opportunities. You got to take a gamble. That's what the stock market, that's what investment savings, that's what everything is. It's a gamble. Do I put it in short term? Do I put it in long term? Nobody knows. So you have to take that gamble, okay? So, there are some opportunities for real estate, because real estate is very depressed right now, and people bought, Sri Lanka was booming pre-COVID, and the real estate market was booming. But now there's all these empty condos from speculators, and they're trying to sell. You can get, if you look at that video from Friday, you can get a 2-bedroom oceanfront condo, luxury, for $80,000 US. It's ridiculous. If you have the liquid capital to do that, just buy it and hold on to it, because in 5 years it's going to be worth more, right? It's not going to go down. The Sri Lankan economy is moving in the right direction. It's moving in that forward direction. Yes, things could happen in 5 years, but real estate is always a positive gain, especially when it's at the bottom of the market, right? You don't buy it when things are expanding. Like you're not going to buy a house in London, New York, Toronto, or Vancouver, because it's like this. It's at the top of this bubble that's happening. But after that bubble crashes, that's when you buy. This is the time to invest in a country that has, or an economy that has failed. It's at the bottom. Is it the bottom? No, but it's here, right? It's not here, it's here. Could it go down a little bit more? Yeah, but it's going to eventually go back up. So that's my positive thinking. Lady B is saying 24 is cold, LOL. 24 for me is cold, okay, princess? It is cold for me. I don't like the cold. As I said before, I have been in Sri Lanka for 2 years. I arrived February. It's now March, April, May. So 2 years, 3 months I've been here. Out of those 2 years, 3 months, I spent 6 months in Philippines, 1 month in Thailand, and 1 month in Korea. 2 weeks of that 1 month in Korea was in January when it was cold. So that's the only cold I've ever felt in the 2 years that I've been since I left Korea. I left Korea in the winter. So since then, I've only felt winter for 2 weeks, and I hated it. And I've loved living in Sri Lanka. We talked about this last week about my health, and things are going great. Blood pressure's down, cholesterol is down, exercise is up. The slow living is doing great. Slow living is doing great. Let me know if you have any questions. Comment. Let me know, and I'll definitely answer any questions that you have. Cost of living, slow living, living life, celebrating life. What else is going on in the future? Well, we got Vesak coming up. Vesak is the traditional Buddhist holiday. Mom had some lanterns installed on the outside balcony. They were installed yesterday. They're going to be lit up starting next week. Or is it this week? Vesak is this week coming up on Wednesday night till Sunday-ish, 3 or 4 days. So that's going to be a fun thing. We're going to go out for that, so you're going to go see a video in about a week or two about that. My first Vesak, because last year I wasn't here. I was in Philippines, and the year before was COVID, so and the financial crisis. Sorry, no, not COVID. The financial crisis, so we couldn't go out. We got elections coming up. We got 2 elections coming up. The government has announced presidential elections in September, October, and parliamentary elections are rumored to be going to happen in July. So there's that situation. What else do I have going on? Let's see. I'm going to do a video on politics. Not politics, on the election system here, and I'm not going to get into the politics, but the political parties and what's going on, so you guys can get updated. I'm going to definitely be doing this week a visa episode. Everyone's asking about visas. Hello, doggy. The dog's here. He heard me talking and came over. She always comes over and wants a little scratch on her head. I'm going to talk about in online shopping in Sri Lanka. I have discovered AliExpress. AliExpress is my new best friend. Daraz is the local vendor, but AliExpress, wow. The number of things I'm ordering online. And I'm finding that it is a lot cheaper for the same brand and product. Like, so for example, my Lazava coffee beans, right, is 1,000 rupees less. That's $3 less. And that includes delivery, right? So, yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do a episode on why I quit drinking, and you know how easy it is for you to do that. Lady B, well, you know, I used Daraz and Amazon and stuff, and then I discovered AliExpress, Alibaba, AliExpress, and the Chinese market, Chinese vendors, because everything we get is from China. It's everything we have here in Sri Lanka is from China. So I figured, why go through Daraz, the local vendor? Let's just go straight to China. And what did I pick up? I picked up some water shoes for my trip. I got this cooler for my computer, for my laptop, a laptop cooler, which is incredible, right? Absolutely incredible. Couldn't find it anywhere else. There's certain things you can't get in Sri Lanka. The new monitors that I got, the new portable monitors that I'm going to take on vacation with me instead of carrying these monitors, right? A light for my desktop. So it's a light that sits on top of the monitor and shines on your desk. Because it is dark in here, because I work at night or I work early in the morning, right? So well, I knew about, and Lady B is telling me, she says, sorry, I should have told you sooner. Don't worry about it. I mean, I knew about it. It just, Temu, I don't really, I've seen some crazy things about Temu. Temu and Wish.com, and, right, so, you know what, there's not a lot of things that I need, but when I need things, I will search out, you know, quality websites. Like, for example, we needed to get some brackets to hold the new over-the-range microwave that Mom had. And these had to be sturdy brackets to be able to hold up that microwave. They had to be a certain length, certain tensile strength. Couldn't find them in Sri Lanka, and Mom didn't want to really manufacture them here because she didn't trust, right? So I found them online. And I found them on Amazon. Was it Amazon or AliExpress? I can't remember. But that's where I found it. So everything technical, like for my computer system or for traveling or whatever, I get on AliExpress. Things that I need, like locally, like my coffee, little things, I get from Daraz. And I'm going to do that video showing you about how I use the online tools, because when you go to Daraz, which is the local vendor, And there's a lot of local vendors. There's a lot of local vendors. But Dara's is the main one. You can choose Sri Lankan or Chinese as the source. So I always choose Sri Lankan because if I choose the Chinese one, I might as well go to AliExpress and get it cheaper. A couple bucks cheaper. So like I needed water shoes. So shoes that you can wear in the water when you go on vacation. It was cheaper to import it from China, from AliExpress, than it was to get it local. Because the local vendor brings it in from China and then marks it up. So, and going shopping for things here is just not feasible. Like I don't know where to get things. So well, you guys join me on that video. It's going to be an interesting video, but we can talk more about it right now if you want. Let me know. Thank you everyone for joining. I do appreciate it. Welcome to the second half hour. Just give me a second. One of my students is texting me. So one of my students wants to change the time of her class today. And I said, no problem. Change it to whatever time you want. I'm free all day. I'm doing nothing. I'm just sitting here. And definitely not going outside. I was going to do some videos today, but I don't know. It all depends. Maybe I'll just do them on the balcony or in the front yard because you can't go outside. It's pouring rain right now. Yeah, middleman markup. That's what Lady B is saying. The middleman markup is quite a bit here in Sri Lanka. Also, like the storage and importing and everything like that. I don't know. Like I imported these two beautiful 24-inch portable monitors. They're this thin. They're beautiful. I paid less than $100 each for them. They're 1080p, right? 4K. They plug into the wall. Now they have UK plugs. That's not a big deal. I have a UK extension cord, and I can use it to travel. Plugs into my laptop. They have stands. They're high quality. I tested them. They're beautiful. And I got them from AliExpress. They were imported. I didn't have to pay any customs. Right? So, yeah. She wants to see them. Hold on one second. Let me show you guys. Alright. So Lady B wants to see these. So it's packaged really nice, like good quality, right? Good quality box. Sorry about that. Can't see that. Let's take a look at. It's packaged beautifully. So here, I don't know if the video. See how thin it is? And I'm not going to take it out of the bag, but, you know, good quality. Good quality. Comes with all the cables that are required. I don't want to open it out of the bag because I haven't set that one up. And they call it what do they call it here? A Zeus. Right? Oh, absolutely. I'm so happy with this purchase. So, yeah, let me just update my student. So they just moved the class to 5:30. Let's see, from 2 o'clock to 5:30. Got it. All right, Lady B, what are you saying here? Show and tell. I did a video on it, and that's going to come up soon. Don't worry about it. So, guys, let me know where you're calling from. Please comment. Let me know where you are, who you are, where you're calling from, and let's chat. What else did I order? Mom wanted some replacement pill boxes, so I got a couple for her. I got those locally. Did I get them locally? I can't remember. They came yesterday, and Desmond wanted a phone holder for his taxi, a clip-on phone holder for his taxi, so I got those for him. They were cheap. He asked me to do it because I'm a gold member of Dara's, because I've been using them so much, I get a bigger discount on delivery. So he asked me to do it so that it's only 5 rupees, but 5 rupees is a lot of money for them. For me. So what else is going on? So we got Vesak coming, and then what else am I doing? Vesak, slow living, Sri Lanka politics, visas, online shopping, why I quit drinking. That's what I've got so far. I'm supposed to be going to a fireworks factory in Negombo. Desmond has to set that up, and I'm going to do a tour of an average Sri Lankan's house. I'm going to do a tour of that, and I'm going to showcase like what an average Sri Lankan does to survive. Sorry, just give me 1 second here. So we snow meeting at today 17:20. Set an alarm for my class so I don't forget. Sorry about that, guys. Just give me 1 second, make sure I get this all correct. So I set all my alarms so I don't forget my classes. All right. So again, if you guys want to just please comment, let me know what's going on. What else? So that puts us into June. When June rolls around, my friend from Germany will be here. So we'll have some videos of hanging out with him. I want to go, June 15th, I'm going to Port City with my cousin. He's graduating high school. My third cousin. My cousin's son. He's graduating high school and got a scholarship to university, or is going to accept a scholarship to university. in America or Canada, not sure yet where he's going to decide to go. But I want to take him to the go-kart track. There's a high-speed go-kart track, Formula One go-kart track in Port City, and there's a new beach club that I want to go check out as well. So we're going to go over there and spend the day at Port City. I need to go shopping for new luggage. So we're going to go to Peta Market and go shopping for some new luggage. I got to get my new credit card, so that'll happen in June. I need to buy US dollars, so I have to go to the bank and order the US dollars. That takes a little while for my trip in August. So July will be, I'm going to be doing a more lifestyle for June, July, like just going out, relaxing, enjoying, And then August, we've got our vacation. Oh, cannot wait. 80 days till I go on vacation to Krabi, Thailand. That's going to be a lot of fun. So I am super excited because I've never been to Krabi, and it's one place I've always wanted to go. So another thing I did, which is really cool, is I like to plan. I'm a planner. Lady Sarah is not. She's always last minute, and she knows I hate that. She knows it. She rubs it in my face in it all the time, and she's such a procrastinator. She has a YouTube channel, and she has a good YouTube channel. She's making money on it. She never monetized. She got the monetization notification. She never monetized. And she's losing out on $100 US a month. And she never bothers doing it. And she stopped posting on her channel, and her channel's still making money, but she doesn't do it. I think that, 6% of all YouTube channels are monetized? %8 earn any money. Only 8% of YouTube channels earn any money. Less than 5% of YouTubers earn enough to live comfortably. But $100 isn't $100. Beth is asking why Lady B is never on my Lady Sarah is never on my stream. Because she works. She is a workaholic. So right now it is 11:30 a.m. in Korea. She is probably working or sleeping. And yeah, even when we were in Thailand last time, she didn't like to be on the YouTube videos. I only got her in the background, way in the background. She's shy. She's kind of private, but I got pictures of her. I got videos of her on YouTube. Not like that, okay? Yeah, so we got a good couple months going on. Things are going well. Another thing I did, like I said, I'm a planner. So I've planned out our vacation, where we're going, what we're doing every single day. And I'm actually thinking about renting a good motorcycle, not a scooter, a real motorcycle. They have a Honda Rebel, which is kind of like the bike I used to have. It's a cruiser bike, because I want to take a trip inland to go to these emerald pools, these hot springs that they have in Krabi. So it's about 45-minute ride. So I want to do that. Now, there's two things we can do is that Lady Sarah wants to ride a scooter, but I'm going to rent one scooter and then I'm going to let her try it to see if she can ride it. Because it's not something you can just pick up like that. And especially if we're going to go on the open road, I want her to be comfortable and safe because, it's dangerous. And always we're going to wear protection. I'm going to get her, she's going to have jeans and a jacket to protect herself. Helmet, of course, gloves. And if I can find elbow pads, we're going to get her elbow pads. And if not, then she's going to ride on the back of a real motorcycle, and I'm going to take her. Because she really liked riding on my motorcycle in South Korea. When I was in South Korea, I had a motorcycle. I had 3 motorcycles, huge motorcycles. I had a Honda Steed and a Yamaha Dragster. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I miss that bike so much. So taking her for a ride, she's really going to like it. She's going to scuba dive as well, her first time. We're going to Railay Beach. We're going to the different beaches in Krabi. And then we're going to do 2 island tours, Hong Island and the 4 Island tour. We're not going to the Leonardo DiCaprio Island. We're not going to do that because you can't get off the boat. You can't get in the water. You can only go look, and that's it. So it's not really worth it. I'm not interested in that. We're going to do a hike up to the top of Krabi Mountain to overlook Krabi. We're going to go to the Emerald Pools. We're going to eat seafood every day. And we're going to relax and enjoy. I mean, for her, it's more about not working. For me, it's more about the adventure and sharing that fun time with friends because I don't get to socialize that much here in Sri Lanka. So to see my friends is really important to me. My last trip to Pattaya was amazing with my friends. You guys saw those videos. And she wants us to plan our February vacation. So I wanted to do Bali, but it is ridiculously expensive. The flights are insane. And I would rather go someplace where I can invite my friends to come. So I'm going to try to convince her to come back and do Pattaya again because I want to kind of not spend as much. And I'm not going to do a month. I'll probably do 2 weeks unless I get more friends coming. If I get more friends coming, then I'll do a month, like I did last time. Like if Princess Jasmine comes, if Lady Sarah comes, if Anuj comes, then I'll do 3-4 weeks. Definitely. I mean, I want to see Jasmine again. I haven't seen her since February, so a year will be perfect. It'll be fun to see her again. We always have fun together. So Lady B is saying scatter crabs on the beach, and you can video her. And she makes a joke. Crabby, Crabby, must have been her idea, because Lady Sarah loves crabs. She loves crabs. Like, if you guys watch the YouTube videos from my February trip, that woman loves seafood. I mean, one of the things that we enjoyed doing together in Korea was going to the fish market and buying fish and eating seafood. It's like expensive seafood. It was worth it. It was definitely worth it. So I am planning February. I'll be planning that in between August and October. That's when I plan. That's when I book. And instead of going 5-star, I'm going to go 3-star. Because I've always done the 5-star vacation, business class on Singapore Airlines. This time, because now Sri Lanka has come out of its economic crisis, airlines are now flying in. Thai Airlines just started flying direct from Bangkok. Malaysian Airlines increased. Sri Lankan Airlines is now flying direct to Korea. Even though the airline is in trouble, I'm probably not going to fly Sri Lankan Airlines. I'm going to see what it's like in October, because I do like flying business class with Sri Lankan Airlines, because you buy a economy class ticket and then you can bid on an upgrade. And Sri Lankans don't travel to tropical countries for vacation. They travel for work, so they travel in economy. They travel to England and America and Australia on business class, not for a 3-hour flight to Bangkok. So I have found that if I buy an economy class ticket and then I bid on an upgrade and I pay $100 on the bid, I can get a business class flight, which normally cost for 50% off a business class seat. So that's what I like to do. But because of the problems with their airplanes, I don't really feel comfortable, because I'm meeting, unless I stagger my arrival, because I don't want to arrive at the same time as my friends and then not arrive because of a flight cancellation. Sri Lankan Airlines has got a few mechanical problems. But I could fly Thai Air, spend a little bit more and fly Thai Air direct. It's a 3.5-hour flight. Maybe I'll fly just economy on a different airline. And then also, I'm not going to rent a luxury apartment. Last time renting a luxury apartment was nice, but it was a waste of money because I never used the apartment. We were never there. Never there. We were always out. So I want to find a comfortable apartment, one that has a bed, has a living room, has a kitchen and a bathroom. Barely use the kitchen. My gosh. We ate outside every breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this Krabi trip, okay, I rented a luxury penthouse because it's my treat. I like that. But it's only for a week, right? So it was the nicest place I could find and it was a decent price too. The view is just incredible. But and we're not going to spend any time in that condo. We're going to be gone because we're going to be on other islands. We're going to be on other beaches. We're not going to be local. In Pattaya, we're going to be local. We're going to be staying on the beach where we live. So I'm going to find a place where we're closer to the beach than we were last time. So that means I'm going to have to find, instead of a 2-bedroom unit, I'm going to have to find 2 1-bedroom units, which will be okay, my opinion. All right. So talking about planning, I found an app where you can enter in, for my savings accounts, you can enter in your fixed deposit with the rate and the maturity date, and it shows you how much you're going to earn and when that money is coming in. And then it calculates your net worth. So what I did was I started plugging in the numbers from my Excel spreadsheet on my estimated investments because I know how much I earn or will be earning, and I know how much I spend. So I know how much I have for savings to invest. So I plug those numbers in to this application to see when will I reach the number that I need. And it looks like, 13 more months, and I'll hit that magic number. And that magic number is my yearly expenses plus 20%. Right? So for the first 2 years of retirement, I'm going to travel. I'm not going to stop traveling. I'm going to travel in February and in August. February, March, August, September. I'm going to travel. I'm going to meet my friends. I'm going to enjoy life. So for the first 2 years after retirement, those vacations are going to be budget vacations. I'm not going to do any more unless I score a huge contract. But then I need to have the willpower to rein that in, because I can't keep working. I can't. I'm getting to the point where I now want to retire. I want to stop working. I won't stop working 100%, but I will stop working like, yes, I'll work, yes, I'll work, yes, I'll work. No, not working. Also, my visa is expiring. So technically, I won't be legally allowed to work. There's ways around that. I'm not going to discuss that here. But my visa expires in 2026. So I'm not going to renew it. I'm not going to go all the way back to Korea just to renew my visa. It's an expensive endeavor. So I'm just going to let it expire, and maybe I'll work for a Chinese company or a Canadian company or whatever. But I'm just going to work for the fun of it, not to earn the money. So what I want to do is for the 2 years after retirement, to make sure that my capital grows, I want to take budget vacations. And then I'll have enough money in interest that I can increase the value of my vacations. Because I have calculated my magic number based on my vacation expenses, okay, and medical expenses, and that 20% buffer. So to offset inflation and devaluation of currency or emergencies, I've put in a buffer. Now, worst case scenario, I just don't go on vacation and I save myself thousands of dollars. So Lady B is asking about the great contract. Yes, I did sign a good contract. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out to be as many hours. They actually increased the rate by 30% because of the interview that I gave with the HR team. They increased the rate, the hourly rate. Now, there's not as many hours, but it's still a good rate. And this can actually spin off into more contracts with this company, which is a Korean tobacco company, the KT&G, which is the Philip Morris of Korea. Their international division. So they want a teacher to lead their international division. And the Korean head office really liked me. And I've done work for them before. So they know that I'm a good teacher. So they were impressed with my interview. They liked it. I can BS. I'm a good salesman, right? So I didn't prepare. I did like that, and they loved it. Because I wasn't just like, hi, I'm Sam teacher, it's nice to meet you. I was like, using my hands, and I was emoting, and I was being very animated, and they loved it. My manager told me, you did a great interview. She goes, that's wonderful. The Lady B is asking about the baseball company. If you guys remember, in early February, before I left on vacation, when my brother was still here, I met a Korean man at a hotel, and he owns a baseball company here in Sri Lanka that manufactures baseballs. And he was retiring, and I went and met him, and we talked about his company, and he explained some of the problems he was having with recruiting and labor and stuff like that. And I connected him with my cousin, who's a recruiter. But it turns out that while I was on vacation in Thailand, that he had discussed with her, she had found out that he doesn't want to spend the money to hire the right people. He wants to pay less. So that deal kind of fizzled. I did actually just messaged him yesterday. I messaged him yesterday, suggesting what is it that I can do. Maybe I can, come do some work for you or what have you. Chris, come here. So, say hi to, give me 1 second. Bend down and say hi to Beth.
Bend down.
Yeah, say hi.
Hi, Beth. Hi. Where is she?
She's over here on email. Oh. Which you can't see her.
Why can't I?
Because she's not on video. What do you?
Oh.
This is not. Mom needs to learn how to use internet.
Shut up, Sam.
All right. So, Lady B, I hope you like that. Dad's still sleeping. It's still early here in Sri Lanka. It's 8:30 in the morning. They're just waking up. Lady B is also saying, you K-popped your interview. I've always been a good interviewer. I've always said this. If I can get an interview, I've got the job. I've got the job. I have never, 99% of the time, if I get an interview, I got the job. Absolutely. Because the trick is, well, I've done so many interviews, I know what they want. Now, specifically in English teaching, the recruiter, not the HR team, the recruiter wants to hear that you'll show up on time, you'll do the job, you'll make the client happy, and you'll make their lives easier. Right? Lady B is saying to my mom to kick my ass. My mom and Lady B always got along well. They were always ganged up on me. And they're still doing it from 10,000 miles away. Jeez. And when I interview with HR team, I always make their job easier because they don't have an easy job. So recruiters want to make money. So I tell them what they want to hear. I say, I'll fulfill the contract. I'll make sure to get the 100% of the hours. When the client calls in sick or reschedules, I will make a makeup class so that we get 6 hours a week or 10 hours a month, which is the limit of the contract. I'll make sure, because they earn a commission. So if there's a canceled class because of me or because of the client, they lose money. Well, so do I. That's why I always reschedule. And I always say to the recruiter, I am going to make sure they re-sign, because then they get a bonus. So I understand that. So I make sure I make them happy, right? Then the HR team of the company, when I talk to them, I always say, I'll make sure your client achieves the goals that they are required to. And I do that by saying, I've been doing this for 15 years. I know how students, what they want. They won't do homework. You can ask me to assign them homework, they won't do it. I've never had students do homework. What they will do is they will participate and improve their strength of speaking. Because I've been doing it for 15 years, I know what works. I know how students react. They want to be entertained, they want it to be interesting, fun, and educational. They want it, all four of those things, and I know how to do that because I've made my mistakes over the last 15 years. I've made the mistakes and I won't make them again. Blah, 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 blah. I do a lot of BSing, not BSing, but I do a lot of what they want to hear, right? Oh, not I'm a good teacher or this or that. I said, no, I will achieve the goals that you have set out, right? So I always do well in interviews. I always do well in interviews. So yeah, she came in my room again, Mom, this morning. Yeah. Oh, Beth says to kick my ass. Mom is saying every day, Lady B, every day. Mom was out late last night.
Hey, Beth,
Yeah.
kick his ass.
She's 10,000 miles away.
Doesn't matter. Kick his ass, Beth.
There, you see, guys? My mom and Lady B ganging up on me. This is what I have to deal with. Two women I've loved in my life, and both of them are beating up on me. How is that fair? Anyway. Mom was out late last night because her eldest sister, you guys have met her, Auntie Rita, is in the hospital. She's fine. She had a heart issue, and she's being kept in the hospital for observation because it's not, her heart is weakening. She's awake and she's, her same old grumpy self. So we know she's fine because she's complaining all the time. Mom was out visiting her. I couldn't go because I had work. Mom couldn't even get in to see her, so it would have been a wasted trip. I need to go get my driver's license renewed, and Mom wants to get her license as well, which I will be doing July 3rd. I have a day off on July 3rd. So I'll be going to get, for some strange reason, my license only renews last 2 years. So I have to renew it every 2 years because I didn't take the test. I exchanged my driver's license. That's not that big of a deal. I go there, I do pay a fee, and boom. It's up. I have to do that. And what I'm going to also do is get my international driver's license, because when I go to Thailand, you don't technically need a driver's license, but I don't want to cause any problems. I don't want to cause any drama or any issues. So I'm going to have my driver's license. I have a motorcycle endorsement. I've been driving motorcycles for 6 to 8 years now. So the last time I drove a motorcycle was a year ago in Philippines. The last time I drove a motorcycle for real was probably 5 years ago. I know I drove a decent sized scooter, like a big scooter. They're 300 cc's in Philippines. King Rick's, I drove his scooter. What else? Well, we are into hour 2. Unless anyone has anything, I'm going to wrap it up because I have to clean up, put on some pants because it is cold this morning. Still cold. And have some breakfast because I'm hungry. Mom made lasagna for me on Thursday, so I had lasagna yesterday. No, Friday she made lasagna. So I had lasagna yesterday. I have one more sleeve of lasagna left for lunch for today. I ordered a steak. It should be coming today. a frozen steak. 90% sure it's Sri Lankan beef, but let's see what it looks like. So that's what I'll have for dinner. It is cheat day today, but I didn't order any food in. I usually order like pizza or burgers. I was going to order KFC. I was craving KFC. But Mom made my favorite roti yesterday for dinner, and I had it with some amazing fish curry. Oh my gosh. Wow, that fish curry was incredible. I have shorts on, Lady B. She's telling me to put on pants. I'm wearing shorts. Normally when I'm working, I'm just wearing my boxers, but I'm wearing shorts, okay? All right, I'm wearing shorts. But I don't have any pants. Other than a pair of jeans, I don't have anything. So I'm actually going to put on a sarong. Keep my legs warm, and a pair of socks. Because my feet are cold. I don't have any long sleeve shirts. Other than dress shirts. I don't have like so I don't know what to do. When we were in New Australia, I had to borrow Dad's jacket. Yeah, so Lady B is asking about the bread maker. The issue is, I found out from my cousin, is the dough that is available in Sri Lanka is not comparable with bread makers. You need a higher protein wheat to use in bread makers. It doesn't come out properly. So that's my next thing, which thank you for reminding me. I'm going to go to AliExpress and I'm going to find bread maker dough. Where's my AliExpress? There we go. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to put that in my wish list here. Let's see. Sorry, the flour. The flour used in Sri Lanka does not have enough protein. And they have bread makers, but not bread maker flour. Yeah, so I should look for that. Anyway. Bread flour? Maybe they don't sell food. That's strange. Let's see, flour, just flour. No, they don't sell food products. Okay, let's go look at Daras. All right, guys, so thank you for joining us for hour 2. We're going to wrap up very quickly. I want to say thank you to everybody who has joined today. Lots of love. And for those of you who are watching after the fact, I see a lot of you watching after. I see the analytics. You guys are watching after the fact. So there is flour. Let's just put in high protein. It gives me fish food. So I'm going to have to do some research online and find out what is the best flour for the bread maker. Bread flour. Yeah, it's gonna have to be trial and error, I guess. Dubai wheat flour. Hey, let's take a look at that. Lady B, still busted my balls. Thank you, Princess. I miss you. I love you. Helen, Mama Helen, I hope you're well. I want you to take care of that girl for me till we can meet again. I'm going to wrap things up with you guys today. I want to say thank you again to everyone who is watching, liking, sharing, commenting. I'm going to go warm up, get another coffee, warm up, and get my day started. I want to say thank you again. Lots of love to you guys. Appreciate the time you spend with me. Whole wheat or sourdough, that's something too that I was thinking of. Sourdough. Because when I eat it, it tastes funny. It's very heavy and thick, and it tastes kind of funny like sourdough. But I'm gonna. My cousin told me it's because of the flour here has a low protein content. Even the bread flour that you buy specifically for bread making has a very low protein content. You want 13%, and it's very low here in Sri Lanka. So that's why it doesn't work out. So I'm going to try to experiment and see what we can do. Maybe I'll get the air fryer out too. We haven't. Mom has an air fryer we've never used. I got to make the time to do that too. We'll see you guys on the other side. Thank you again for joining. We'll see you next Sunday. Stay safe. Learn to live life. Don't let life live you. Be good to each other. Lots of love, guys. We'll see you on the other side.